So today it's time to check out another pedal for the first time without really knowing what I'm doing, and it's this pedal. It's the MXR bass synth. Now, full disclaimer, I'm a guitar player and I'm going to do it on guitar, but I'll also do a little bit of bass playing, but I'm going to start off on guitar to begin with anyway. So let's just check it out. Was sent to me by the lovely people at Dunlop MXR Australia. There's no manual. Also, there's no QR code or anything to get a manual. So I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea what this is. I mean, I know it's a bass synth pedal, but that's all I know about it. So let's have a closer look at it, right? So we've got the two orange knobs, which are mix and submix. We've got cut off, envelope, resonance, and mod. I'm guessing modulation. We've got a little switch up the top here for voice and for shape. We've got green is triangle, orange is sawtooth, and red is square wave. We have on-off switch. We have presets, 4 presets. Is that the? Yeah, there's a button, 4 presets, I'm guessing, or maybe a couple of rows of presets. We have on this side an input and 9 volt, and on the other side we have an output and a control out, but then there's a little switch. What is it set to currently? It's set to, so it says tap, expression, and audio. So I wonder if you could run it in stereo. I mean, do bass players use stereo? I don't know, but we're going to try it out to begin with on guitar, low tune guitar, and then we're going to play some bass. Timestamps for everything below. Plus, like I said, I know nothing about this. I don't have a manual. They didn't give me a manual. This is pre-release. So I can't even look anything up. If there's anything you want us to do with me and Alex in the full video, let us know in the comments below if there's any questions you have about this. And in the full video, we know what we'll be doing. But at the moment, I don't really know what I'm doing. Just plug it in for the first time and see how it goes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to plug it in and make some noise. All right, so I'm all plugged in now. I've got this guitar, which is my Squire J. Mascis Jazz Master in B standard tuning. There's a playlist with a couple of videos for it here with a tough set bridge. And one of my favorite pickups on guitar at the moment, the Mad Love pickups, Travis Bean style pickup in a Jazz Master enclosure. Now, I'll quickly show you, because when you first power it up, it does this Knight Rider thing, but in green. So, yeah, that's as far as I've gotten. Is it off? Yeah, it's off. So setup-wise, so I've got the guitar going via my Peterson Strobosome tuner, which is always my desk, going into here, then out of here, into the Mozztronics Amp Switcher, which currently has the Angle Retro Tube 100 selected. If you want to watch a video about that, watch it up here. It's a killer amp. I mean, today it's not about the amp. And then it goes back via the 2 notes, Torpedo Live, straight into Logic, right? And this is, so it's in B standard tuning, this is the clean sound. So kind of like a baritone guitar. So let's just see, so we have presets here. Let's just start off with some presets. So green, the first preset, this is what it sounds like. Now, tracking, it's a guitar, so it should go low, but let's see how high we can go up with the tracking. Okay, so once you get... So on the high, well, in this case it's a B string, above the 12th fret, it sort of starts glitching out a little bit. Standard tuning guitar, I mean, stick to maybe the bottom 3 or 4 strings and you'll be fine. It's not polyphonic, because it's for bass, but it sounds cool on the guitar. Okay, let's quickly go through the presets. Oh, okay. So we have the 4 presets. Okay, we have 8 presets. So 4 green and then 4 red. Let's see red first preset. Next one. And then we're going to, I guess, live mode. Has a lot of sustain. All right, well, let's check out what things do. So we have a voice button. Adds a higher octave voice. Submix adds like a low octave. Let's turn it off. Let's get rid of that completely. Okay, so is that voice? Oh, and that's a modulation. Okay. So that controls kind of everything a little bit. Let's add some sub octave. See if we can add a bit more lower octave. But the lower octave kind of takes over. Okay, and then we have the modulation here. of makes it clicky as you turn it down. Okay, well, this is first impression, so let's keep this fairly quick. Let's now try to... Okay. Let's move the guitar out of the way. Because the this is currently set up for expression and tap, it says. So I have here... Okay, down here I have... Is this going to be long enough for the cable to reach? I have here what we in the industry call an El Cheapo expression pedal, which I'm going to plug in now into here. And it looks like it reaches. Why did I put that down? Let's go up more again. Okay, let's now try. Let's see what it does without, again, me knowing anything about it. I'm just going to use the expression pedal now and see what happens. So I wonder if this is one of these ones where you... Do you usually start on heel or do you usually start on toe? Let's start on toe. I don't know if that's the one that you're meant to, but let's say we go to toe. Okay, now I've got a heel. And now I want just to hear it. I want lots of... The modulation seems to be going up. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's try some of the presets. That's it, ha 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 in the background. And we're back to this. So that works. I'm not exactly sure how to set it, but again, I don't have a manual. Now the other thing I want to try. Okay, let's try out an external foot switch, right? So I've got a 2-button external foot switch here. Let's try out a TRS cable and see what happens, because it says tap as well. So I wonder if you can tap the speed of the modulation. Through the different presets. Now the other one, let's go back to live mode. Let's set it so you can really hear the modulation. Maybe there's something else you got to do to make it be tap tempo, but the only thing I can think of tapping is the modulation, and it doesn't seem... But it definitely does that. I wonder, actually, do you need TRS? Let's just try this, because why not? There's a cable here. This is just a normal guitar patch cable. Is it still gonna work? Yes, it still works with a normal guitar patch cable. Does it? No, so that doesn't do that. All right, next thing. Let's see if we can hook it up in stereo. Okay, so this took me a little while to work out. It didn't really want to work, so I opened it up just to see, and there's actually an internal little switch in there, right? So I switched a switch there to audio on the side there to audio, and it didn't really want to work. And then I've got that little switch in there, which has got mono to the right, stereo to the left. Now it's currently set to mono. Once I switched to stereo and then back to mono, this output started working, which didn't work before, and now it does this. I'm going through a second M. I'm also going through the Rev D20. Now, one side is affected, the other side is not affected. So the left, which that's your left, I think, is affected. The right, which is that right, that's your right, is just the other amp clean, right? And I thought, okay, well, you have like a wet dry kind of thing. So I guess if you switch it to stereo, you get stereo sounds. But when you switch it to stereo, we'll switch to that. The other side completely disappears. So I also tried, actually, because I tried it. I had a TRS to TRS on one side to mono, so like to plug a TRS cable into here and run 2 mono outs. It did the same thing. It didn't want to work. So I'm not 100% sure what to do there. But you can definitely do, if you set it to mono and set that to audio here, you can definitely have sort of a wet dry thing. Which I guess bass players would like, I'm guessing. All right, finally, let's plug in a bass. All right, it is now time to make a fool of myself playing the bass. So this is the Justin Meldal Johnson signature Fender Mustang bass, which I really like. There's a video for it up here. That goes via my tuner into the bass synth, and then out of here straight into the DI input on my Audient ID44 interface, and then straight into Logic. And I'm using 2 Notes Genome, their Peggy amplifier, which is sort of an Ampeg, and then 2 cabinets. I've got an 8x10 Ampeg style fridge cabinet and a 1x15 David Eden cabinet. I just want something fairly clean. I don't know what I'm doing, but this is what it sounds like. Now, with that same setting I had before on the guitar, let's just see what that sounds like. Final modulation, it just widens the sound. Let's just quickly, actually let's try playing with this. The sub mix, sub octave kind of takes away from other things. Let's just quickly try out some of the presets. Actually, just out of curiosity, because I think I'm set to, yeah, I'm set to mono. What happens if I go to stereo now? Sounds exactly the same. All right, well, that was a quick first look with some bass playing at the MXR bass synth. Now, like I mentioned before, this is a quick first look. I don't have a manual. They sent it to me. There's no manual in the box. There's no website for it where you can download a manual, so I have no idea what I'm doing. This is just quick, sort of plug it in, see what happens on guitar and on bass. Once we do the full video, Alex and I, and we might get another bass player in as well. Alex does a lot of bass gigs, so he does play a bit of bass, so he can play bass. I just have a bass, actually I have two basses, but I have bass for, just want to do some recording and I want some bass on it. And I like noodling around with it. I quite like this bass actually. This is a nice bass with the flat ones. I like the sound of it. I like the feel of it. It's shorter scale too, which makes it easier for guitar players to play. Yes, anyway, if there's anything in particular you want to see with this, or if you have any questions, let us know in the comments below and we'll see if we can do a full video. When we do the full video, we'll see if we can answer the questions. So yeah, big thank you to the lovely people at Jim Dunlop and MXR Australia for sending this to us. Big thank you to all you lovely people for watching, and check out this Jim Dunlop playlist, for example, and see you in the next one. Bye.